Next, let's take a look at working with facts, both the operating system facts that Ansible is able to derive from a basic run and how we can actually access those facts and put those into variables and so forth, and other playbook parameters. Also want to highlight custom facts, which tends to be overlooked as a solution. Sometimes the right answer is, when we think about the single source of truth for any system in our environment, sometimes the single source of truth should be the system itself, right, in the form of a manifest file or things like that. And so we're able to use the power of Ansible and Ansible Tower to be able to create those types of facts as well, leave them on local file systems to be discovered, to be utilized in any other way, where we don't necessarily have to have all of the logic, the business logic, the application logic, and so forth sitting in a repo. We can actually have it sitting on the file system, maybe even as something that is included in version control, as our example will show, but otherwise something that gives us a lot of confidence when we're looking for things that aren't always easily figured out by host names or things like that, such as a location or the name of the data center that the system happens to be in, or things like that. So we'll take a look first at the job template. A lot of the same things that we often see with these in inventory, credentials to authenticate to the system that we'll be testing, and also the playbook itself. This playbook's got a few things going on, and so the key thing is really, as we show in the PowerPoint slide here, so the Ansible Facts, this is just an easy way. There are a couple other notations that we can use, but this is the easiest way to actually access the address for IPv4 according to Ansible and its fact gathering run. And so we're able to use that as a variable here. And we'll also actually be creating a custom facts directory path. We have to point at etc ansiblefacts.d, and we can actually move a custom facts file around and then actually debug output that as well. And so let's go ahead and take a look at how that job run will fare. And it should move pretty quickly. Fact gathering tends to be relatively fast. We do turn it off at scale in many situations, but when we want it, when it's helpful for us, it's great to have it there. And so we can actually see from a task debug that we have a data center defined of Ashburn here, and that's actually being produced. And we also see above, in a different format output, we can actually see the IPv4 address. And so that's just a quick look at working with facts, both to access the facts that Ansible is able to discover for us, as well as defining custom facts for ourselves.